Hey guys, how we doing? Catalin, Big Harvey, Dan, Simply M, Abdullah, Tibby, Dave, Peanut. Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Okay, so listen, what's happening in the market today? Well, we've seen a nice little breakout on gold earlier today. Um, there is opportunity now for another potential breakout. Let's get rid of all of these drawings and let's start afresh. So what we're looking for, well, based on my rules, we're always looking to see if we can generate a 10 pip return. Um, yeah, so let's take a look at what we can potentially find here with gold. So gold has popped and created another all-time high today. Seems to be the going rate at the minute. New day, new all-time high. New day, new all-time high. So just looking at this, we've got some nice structure to work with. We'll be looking for a close above 3698.3. So let's put buys. Buys above 3698. 98.3, 98.3. Guys, let me know how if you've had a good day. How's it been going? We do have retail sales coming out at 1:30. So major news, it's USD news. It's coming out at 13:30, and it's retail sales. So in what's that? In 28 minutes, we're going to see a little bit of volatility, no doubt, on this market, 3692.6. So sells below 3692.6. Right. Now, if we got, if this candle, I mean, to be fair, I'm feeling like sells on gold right now, to be fair. Just down here, let's have a look, see what the range is. 28 pips. If we can spike up without breaking the high of this candle, I want to see it touch this zone. If it touches this zone, I'm going to place a sell stop underneath the low of this candle, but I need to see it push higher. I'm not just going to take it without a seller candle forming, unless we get a spike up. So I need a spike up before possible DAX short from VIX. Let's have a look. Um, This was a lovely setup, but I'm just not a big fan of the DAX short unless we've cleared all structures. Yeah, I'm gonna steer away from DAX short at the minute, Vic, just because of where we are. Just this area. Don't like shorts in this area. If we can get below there, maybe. I just need to have a look at a higher time frame. Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of DAX short at the minute. I'd much rather see a rejection, buyers come in, and then we look for an opportunity to get long. So I wouldn't want to take DAX shorts where we are at the minute, Vic. I've had three positions, all small in money, moved to break even and was stopped at break even. Sometimes these markets know how to punish us, right? Being shorts only gives around 50 pips at the moment. If do not take profit, getting stopped break even. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm always taking profit quickly anyway. Oh, where's my camera today? What the hell's going on? Uh, why is it not working? Uh, try again. Uh, hmm, why are we not getting any camera today? All right, let's get. Don't need that off. Let's go deactivate. Okay. Really bizarre. Sorry, guys. I just realized I'm no idea why the camera's not working today. Uh, have I got something? Is there something open? Do we have a Zoom open or something? Doesn't look like it. No. Okay, so gold shorts anyway. Let's see if we can find a gold short. Oh, it looks like it's just going. Um, what news is going to take gold lower or higher? So look, anyway, listen. The gold shorts I'm not going to take because we didn't spike higher, so I'm not into that one. But if we get a close below here, potential. But then again, yeah, we still have time to hit targets should we get a move lower. Um, I'm not quite sure, so forgive me, guys. I don't understand why my camera's not working. Fraser Roger, good afternoon. Lurching, Life of a Princess, that sounds like a good life. BCD, good afternoon. Display camera. There we go. We are. Oh, it looks a bit blurry. Let's get that down here. Right. Okay, I think we've sorted the issue. Tom Price, good afternoon. Jose Luis, Douglas Martinez, good afternoon. Tom Price, is that 15 trades today, Mark? Absolutely not today. That's since the 1st of August. 1st of August, but only in the live streams. So 15 wins, 1 loss, 5 break evens. So that's everything that we've done since the 1st of August. So we keep a daily running total now, just because those that keep attending keep asking, "Oh, how many trades have you taken? What on da da da?" So I said, "Look, we'll keep a running tab so you can see exactly what we're doing, what's happening." So in August, I was away for 8 days as well. Yep, price action only. Dolce, crispy and crunchy. Good afternoon. Um, so yeah, you're not going to see loads and loads of trades on here, guys. If you want loads of trades, then you're probably going to have to visit another live stream. So we focus primarily on gold, NASDAQ, and DAX. We have a few systems that we trade, running from breakouts, false breakouts, a BPC trade, a range trade, and a flip if we've got a strong trend. Quality over quantity. Exactly. Exactly. That is my sentiment. Less is more and more is less. If you agree with that, guys, type yes in the chat box. It's figures we have today are retail sales. Camera resolution, video format, not quite sure. Enhance. To contour effects. Sorry guys, just trying to work out what is going on. Okay, just remember we do have a we do have no camera on YouTube. Yeah, Simon, you won't get a camera on YouTube, mate. It's only on TikTok, unfortunately. When both are running, it is just okay. Let's see if that works. Oh no, what's going on there? Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Display. Oh shit. Sorry, I was just trying to sort out the camera because it looked a bit blurry. Hi, Stephen. How we doing? Let me get rid of that because it takes. Okay, so we're waiting for gold. There's nothing for me on DAX at the minute. If anything with the DAX, I'm going to look for buys, but I'm going to probably look at it on I'm just not liking the lower time frames at the minute. So this is looking quite nice. If we look at the hourly, tell me what you see, what's happening with the candles. What do you see happening with the candles? Ah, what do you see happening with the body? Yeah, bodies are getting smaller. So when the bodies get smaller, we look at that like the tennis ball effect. So we're identifying, right, is the market coming into what we look at as a turning period or a rotation? So we're going to rotate from sellers to buyers or sellers or buyers to sellers. In this instance, it'd be sellers to buyers. So it's the compression effect as you see the bodies get smaller. That's like the tug of war happening between sellers and buyers before we then take the the Wimbledon setup. Yeah. We'll call it the Alcaraz setup, um, unless you're a Cinefan. Error, YouTube is not receiving. Uh, can you hear me on YouTube, guys? Sorry, I've got an absolute nightmare going on with technology here, but that's what we're waiting for. So hopefully, yeah, you can hear me. Hi, Peter. How you doing? I don't recognize that name. Peter, are you new to YouTube? Are you new to this stream? If you are, welcome. Um, what type? Just let me know what type of trader you are, guys. Are you day trader, swing trader, scalper? Can't change the damn camera now, so I do apologize. Hi, Nick. How we doing? Ah, there we go. Oh, hopefully, base metals are strong. Well, yeah, I mean, right now I would say anything's strong against the US dollar. Pound yen is up at 200.5, so pound yen still going strong. We didn't see a rejection at 200 this time. Not that I trade it anymore. Peter J, swing and day trader. Nice. Okay, whereabouts are you based, Peter? I've made 50 quid today, so I'm going to sit and watch this. Lurching, well done, mate. 50 quid. Keep them 50 quids coming. If you can do that every day, you're going to get yourself a grand a month. Okay? It'll be a grand a month over 20 trading days. And at the end, and if you're, I don't know what your account balance is, but let's say you're trading with 5K, you're going to add 20% to your balance at the end of the month. Logging in from Australia. Ooh, but what was it, 11 o'clock at night there? Learned my lesson chasing the revenge. Yeah, never chase. Never chase. The only thing you're allowed to chase in life are your dreams and your better halves. So never stop chasing your dreams. And then I was just trying to find the right way of saying your better half without my better half hearing me. I apologize, guys. I'm trying to get rid of the background, but I can't do that at the minute. Right, we've got 1 minute left of this candle, so nothing's going to happen for me on gold right now. I'm waiting for price to close below here or a breakout to the upside. Finally, I can move it now. Background. Uh, uh, no. Uh, General. Enhance. Effects. I don't know what it was on before, but now now I've got a problem. Uh, there we go. That's better. You don't want to see the back of my office. You don't want to see the whiteboard, the books. You might want to see my old racehorse, but other than that, that's it. Okay, so guys, we're waiting for some price action to define our next move. It's so hard. I've blown 2 times 500 accounts, self-funded. Okay, Lurchin. So listen, first thing I want to say is if you've got 500 quid account, right, and you're getting 50 quid in a day, that's 10% in a day. It's a lot of money based on percentage return. So first thing I'd say is probably turn down your risk a little bit. Okay, turn down your risk a little bit and you wouldn't need to be adding to it. Now, what I can probably guarantee is by the fact that you've made 50 quid and you've done it off 500 quid, you're probably trying to make money too quickly. And that might be a self-motivation because you want to make cash quick because life's tough at the minute. Um, so what I would say is, look, when you're self-funding, if you're making 50 quid to do 10% in a day and to do that consistently is going to be difficult, really, really difficult. I mean, look, it's just unheard of. So reset your expectations and your goals to follow a process. If you follow a process, what you want to be doing is saying, right, I want to find one good trade a day or one good trade a session. So if you're going to trade the London Open, find one good trade. And if that makes you $5, right, that $5 is going to be worth a lot more to you further down the line. And what I mean by that is if you can make $5 consistently on a daily basis, then you can make $50. But learn how to make $5 consistently because if you try and do $50 a day, you'll probably make 50 today. You might lose 100 tomorrow. You might lose 150 the day after, and then you might make 50, but you're still going to be net down because you're trying to make too much cash first. So first thing is focus on the process and the prize will follow. And you'd be amazed how quick the prize can follow. Just don't try and rush things, right? You don't go into a gym and you don't go and pick up 100 kg dumbbells straight away. You go in, you start with whatever you can lift, whether it's the fives, the tens, you do the sets, you do the repetitions, and then over a period of time, you can do the 20s, and then over a period of time, you can do the 30s, then the 40s, and then it's whatever you want to do, you know? So focus on the process and the prize will follow. Those that chase it too fast will end up, listen, they're going to get some great results, but more often than not, they're going to hand more back. Um, Peter J 1013. Okay, nice, not too crazy. So we've got it's like you know me, what happened in the past. Moving forward, I'm definitely going to lower my risk. Yeah, no, it's not that I know you. I just know why a lot of people start trading, right? I've been training people now for over 15 years. So I know why people start trading. And then on that basis, because I know why they start trading, I know the habits that come along with it. Um, and from those habits, I then know what usually follows. And, ultimately, it's about how do we stop those habits? How do we create what we call circuit blockers from doing certain things? And remember, practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes what, guys? What does practice make? Practice makes, go on, you'll be amazed. Practice, no, practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes pips, no. Anyone else? Yes, Gandalf. Practice makes permanent. So, if you want to do something really bad, practice doing something really bad a lot of times. And guess what? You become really good at doing something really bad. If you want to do something really well, practice doing it really, really well. And guess what? Over a period of time, you're going to become really, really good at doing something really, really well. So, practice makes permanent. So, just remember, just because you're doing something a lot doesn't mean you're going to be good at it. Okay? Just because you do something a lot does not mean you're going to be good at it. How many people do you see go to the gym day in, day out, and they don't look in shape or they have terrible form? Why? Because they practice doing the same shit the wrong way every day. Yeah. As soon as people do the right things the right way, guess what? They start getting in shape. Yeah. I'm I'm not in shape now, but put weights in my hand, I've got very, very good form and I can get into shape very, very quickly. I just don't really have the enthusiasm or the motivation for it at the minute. I used to compete in men's physique, so I know what it takes, I know how to do it. But the difference is if you want to do something well, you have to do it in the right way. So if you want to get good at trading, guys, don't don't just sit there and gamble. Big impact news coming in 10 minutes. Yep. Major news at 1:30. So yeah, as you say, 9 minutes. Zeki, good afternoon. Koi is joined. Well, nice. Who's that? Who's the Koi that's just joined? Big impact. Is it a buy or a sell? Right now, it's a nothing at the minute. We're waiting. We're waiting. I was contemplating sells from underneath that bullish candle, but we didn't get a high enough move up to take advantage of it. So what I'm going to look for here, so this is going to be my uh, way of taking the next trade. So ideally, I want it to close somewhere down here. If this candle closes somewhere down here, the next candle, I want to see it go down. If it goes down and has a big spike down, I'm going to buy the high of the candle. If it just pops up, then we'll look for a breakout above the 36.98. So I want to see a drop, then I'll buy the high of the seller candle. That's what I'm waiting for, guys. I've told you what I'm going to do. So I'm looking for a false break. So let me write exactly what I want to see. Um, Current M15 candle to close near support. First thing, news candle to push lower on the open by the high of the news candle. So that's what I want. That's what I want to do. Okay, that is what I want to do. What time do you live every day? Wise Collins, I go live at 1 o'clock UK time, so 22 minutes ago. Hey Lola, yeah, exactly. Permanent. It's a chop equals losses. Oh, well, let's see. This is exactly, if you can't see that, I'll just make it a bit bigger for you. That's what I want to see happen. If it happens, I'll trade it. If it doesn't, I won't. The other option is if it just breaks to the upside and we get a close above, then I'll watch a 5 minute candle for a pullback to go long. All right, so what's the in terms of people in here, what's your most important thing when it comes to brokers? Is it tight spreads? Is it low swaps? Is it deposit bonus? Is it leverage? What sort of things are you looking for? Honesty. Yeah. Uh, can some of us be profitable by following you lives? Gold trader. You're referring to prop firms, then I'm guessing with payments. Can some of us be profitable by following your lives? Why? I mean, look, you tell me. What do you think? That's the trade taken since the 1st of August. And if you're not sure, then what I'd say is keep coming and join me on a daily basis at 1 o'clock. And then make up your own mind. I'm not going to tell you. You just see what I do. I don't tell people to follow. I don't tell people to copy. I just try and show people a disciplined approach to following a systematic set of rules. That's it. So as I told you, this is what I want to see from the news candle. If that happens, I'll place a trade and you'll see me do it on my MT5 over here. If it goes up to start with and breaks above, and then the next 5 minute candle starts to pull back down, I'll buy the high of the candle. So two options. But that's what I'm going to do, guys. Okay. If you're following what I'm saying and it makes sense to you, just type yes or hit some likes, please. Who have we got in YouTube? Have we got any new people today in YouTube? I see we have Peter J, I believe is new. I think this is his first time. Baha, I believe this is your first time on TikTok. Thanks for the follow. I don't recognize the name, which is why I think it's Wise Collins. I'm thinking you're new here as well. I don't recognize the name. Lurching. I'm not sure if you've been here before. Cheers, Wise. Appreciate it. Brokers are much of a muchness. Mm, but they're much of a muchness if you say they'll provide the same things, which is how to enter the market. Yeah, but then there is a difference between a broker and when you know the CEOs or the actual owner of a brokerage, then it makes a big difference. Because when you can speak to someone at the top instead of the live agent, then you can sort out shit if anything was to go wrong. Now that makes a big difference. And there's a few of those brokers, there's a few that I work with that I know the CEOs very well and have done for a number of years. And they're always putting different offers around, to my community and members and things. And then there's one that I know the actual owner of the brokerage, not the CEO, but the owner. And, you know, again, I've blown my account, mister. Can you fund me with something? I will appreciate any amount. And I'm sure you would appreciate any amount. But listen, um, there's something about when you get something for free. Um, when you invest in yourself, you pay a lot more attention, or should do. When things are given away for free, people take it as granted and think, okay, someone else will do that, or someone else will do it. And guess what? It doesn't have the same impact. Also, watching the World Championship Japan. Oh, yeah. Do you know what? I completely forgot about that. I've been so caught up in work recently. It's probably not a bad thing because I'd probably get engrossed in the World Championships. Um, yeah, we've got 2.5 minutes now. Two and a half, well, 2 minutes. 2 minutes for news. AMK, welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. When they pay attention. Like it, Vic. Like it. Bets are that the market will rally after the figures. I hope they're right. I want to short. Yeah, that's German 40 on the up. Let's have a look. Yeah, I mean, look, I would want to be a buyer from somewhere down here. I just don't see a great place for it just yet. Maybe. Hmm, I'll sit tight for now. Okay, so as I said, I want the next candle, which is in 1 minute. Yeah, let's switch screens. Display capture. So YouTube, I'm going to switch you over to, because I can do that quickly. TikTok, I'm going to change you in a second. Sorry, I would love to know how you manage your risk. You'll see. I'm just trying to change the screens. Uh, okay, why does TikTok always do this? Uh, okay, here we go. Okay, so I want to see the next candle go down. If the next candle goes up, we'll sell the low of this candle. If the next candle goes down, then we're going to be looking to buy the high of the news candle. So let's see how it moves first. 3 seconds. Okay, so buy stop's going in. Partial TP. Let's get another partial TP. I'll sort out the stop in a minute. 36.87. Okay, so let's see what happens. I've just put a buy stop in above the high of the news candle, which is 36.91.64. Yeah, 64 is fine. So put a buy stop in above there. 36. Okay, so I'm going to get ready as well because if we hit 7 pips in profit, you'll see a blue 70 in the top right hand corner. I'll just move stop loss to entry. Let's make the screen a bit bigger. There you go. Can you see it a bit better? There you go. So is that better on TikTok and YouTube now? Can you see it a bit closer? So there's 2 partial take profits, one at 10, one at 25. When I trigger, if we do trigger, I'm going to move, in fact, 36.98. I'll just put an extended target in at 36.98. 36.98. Okay, so afternoon, the software, we've got a buy stop in above the news candle high. So as the news came out, I don't even know what the news was, don't care. Market spiked lower. I gave the option and the instructions of what I was going to wait for. I said if it spiked lower, I will then buy the high of the news candle. If it spiked up and broke out of this range, I'd wait for a 5-minute candle then to move lower and I would buy the high of that candle. So let's see if we trigger. If we do, I'm going to be aggressive. Came in above forecast. Okay. I still don't know how much above. If I see a blue 70, I'm just going to hit stop loss at entry because it is a news trade. So I want to, this is the 70% rule because I always have a 10 pip. Dylan Dieselbad, welcome to the stream. How are we doing? DAX is still around 120 down on the day. It's only moved $1 since the news. Yeah, it's barely done anything. So the initial move was $3.50 and we're sitting at around $2 right now. So it's barely done anything. So kind of, I just think we're going to continue the move higher. But let's have a look. Wait and see. Let's get ready to move stop loss to entry. Should we pop to 70% to our target? Figures were already in price and figures must have come as expected. And we are live. So gold is now triggered long. Okay, break even, guys. It went to 7 pips. And there you go. That's TP1 hit. So 10 pips secured. So look, you can see another win on the live stream, guys. Just keep taking these pips. Just move that across so you can see. Why is it not moving? There you go. Partial TP1 hit. There we go. Partial TP1 hit. Next target, 25 pips. So we see that if it gets to 250, if nothing happens, we don't do anything. So guys, just let me know if you got. There we go. We're out at break even. So nice, easy 10 pips. Let's just update the stats. Easy pickings, guys. So 16. Now, listen, sometimes you get a nice big win. Sometimes you just settle for your 10 pips. It is what it is. But if this candle closes bullish and we close above the level, I'll be looking to take it again. So we'll see. If this candle closes bullish but above this price point. So look, what am I referring to? Here is the support, right? Here's the support. If price closes above this, we're going to have a false break setup. We just need to see it close above here on the 45. And if it comes back down, we're going to buy the higher the candle and we'll take our false break setup. Yeah, T1 and out for me as well. But continue to keep taking the pips out of the market on the live streams. Now, how many of you are trading funded accounts? If you trade in funded accounts, another member, so yesterday we had Taj who just had an $8,800 payout. Today, Brandon's got his second $4,000 payout. So congratulations to Brandon. I don't know if he's in here. Brandon Wild, are you on the live stream? If you are, well done, mate. But look, my point is when you trade in this particular manner, you can be right but still get the direction wrong. So in this instance, we got 10 pips as we secured it. And the reason I wanted to take it is because news candle failed to continue lower. Therefore, if it was going to reverse, I'd expect it to continue to pushing up. Ollie Mills, is that Ollie Mills that used to be a member? Or is it a new one? Priscilla, how you doing? So guys, welcome Oliver Mills. I wonder if that is our old member. It is as well. I recognize that picture. Just checked you out on YouTube. How you doing, mate? It's been a while. In fact, are you still in? I can't remember if Rajo Raj, good trade risk and good trade management. Thank you. Appreciate it. So look, I can't remember. You are still in the membership. Where have you been, Oliver? Not seen you for ages. Okay, so what we are setting up is look at this. This is lovely. If I just look at these candles here, 1, 2, 3. Look at these nice big downrange momentum candles. If we get a buyer candle come in here, then I'm all over that for a BPC trade. Are you trading live or only prop firms? Live. Members do a lot of prop firms, but me live. Really busy working on my house, electrics, heating system, and plastering. Ooh, well done you. I couldn't do any of that. Yeah, I'd start one job and create 55. All right, let's get rid of these. So, well done for everyone that was with me on that trade. Now we're just going to look for the next opportunity. Um, saving my pennies. Oh, saving. We don't want to save. Saving's such a bad word. How many of you think saving is such a bad word? Do you know why saving is such a bad thing to do? Anyone tell me why saving? Yeah, if you save, your money is actually going down in value. You need your money to work for you. Saving is such a an old school um, thought process, but unfortunately, this is the way we're educated, right? Um, if we were to leave our cash in the bank and just leave it there and gain the bit of interest that we do, you literally are going backwards every year because what your salaries and your income go up, and when you put that next to inflation and everything else, you're actually in a worse position. So make sure you use your capital to the best possible way that you can. Put it in something that's going to pay you, even if it's a an index and you don't know how to trade. Indexes, if you look at them, the way they perform over the course of a year, and you look at the longevity, the lifetime, if you were to just average cost, just put in $100 a month or $50 a month, don't worry about buying at the highs and buying at the lows because you by doing that, by investing every month in just a tracker or the S&P or the NASDQ, what you'll find is you'll buy at the highs, you'll buy at the lows. It averages itself out, but you will earn a lot more cash. Do your own research so you can have a look. Do your own research, and what you'll find is you'll be amazed at the difference between just keeping your cash in a bank account. Obviously, learn skills and do something else as well, but that's just a simple method. All my money in broker's account. Raja Raj, love it. Hopefully, you've got it in multiple broker accounts. Now, for anyone that's interested in learning more about trading, how we operate as a community, and different ideas that we can do for growing your accounts. If you drop me a message to, it's a UK number. This is business WhatsApp. You can then contact me on that number, and we can give you some great ideas on what you can do. Okay, so ideally, this would have come on the next candle. So now what we need to see is the next candle. If the next candle opens, I'm going to give you another way of trading this right now. And I'll do it. So if the next candle opens and just goes straight down and fills this wick, if it goes up, then we're kind of screwed. But if it goes down and fills the wick and tests the support level again, I'll buy the higher the candle. But I need it to go down first. I want it to test pretty much these lows. That's the high. 45, so about 70. Uh, I need to dash. Got fellas on site. Armored pulls today. Oh, all right, Ollie. Great to have you back in the room, mate. Well done. Okay, so this hasn't dropped far enough for me, so I'm not going to place this order, but just watch it. Um, Fifth, welcome. Thanks for the follow, Bella's Gadgets. Sounds interesting. Welcome. Thank you for the follow, Clement Sacchetti. Thank you for the follow. NAF, waiting for the low to be swept. Yeah, well, I just want it to touch down here and then. Okay, so you can see what I'm looking for, but I've not placed the order, so whatever happens, happens. I don't care now. Rembo Trade, welcome. Thanks for the join. Okay, so what is happening? Da, 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 da. Okay, interesting. I'm guessing there's a lot of people doing some damage on their accounts because I've just had two risk notices come from different brokers saying gold, high risk. What's it say? Exclusive gold market insights, risk notice. Uh, the leverage trading products available on our website carry a high level of risk and are not appropriate for all investors. So it sounds like there's quite a lot of people doing some damage out there. What pair? This is gold. We've already taken one trade. We've hit our 10 pip profit, take profit, and then we got stopped at break even. So now I'm just waiting to see how this candle closes. DAX, nothing for me. NASDAQ, nothing for me. If the NASDAQ closes, if this one flips bullish, which then I'll look to trade it. Oh, sorry, I just realized I'm changing it. So if the NASDAQ, if so if it flips bullish, then obviously this candle's going to close bullish on the 30. Check if M5 closes above the swing wick. Ah, I know it's okay. Yeah, I don't trade. I don't go down to the fives, but if the 30 closes bullish, which and anywhere in this region, if the next candle wicks down, I'll buy the break of the high. But we've got 12 minutes to wait, so a lot can change. Oh, on the 5 minute, right? Let's on gold. Uh, Nothing for me on the lower time frames. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait for NASDAQ. Tell you what, let's move that over there because it's in the bloody way. There we go. Bottom left. Oops. Bottom left or bottom right. Where should we put the stats? Let's keep it the same. We'll do bottom right, so it's the same on TikTok as it is on YouTube. Um, it is a false breakout to trap early buyers on gold. Potentially, I mean, it's just come straight back down into the next level of support. So for me, it'd just be a BPC trade. But yeah, you just stick to your systems, guys. Whatever you want to call it and however you want to trade it, that's your prerogative. For me, this would just be a BPC trade. Downrange candles, buy a candle, come in, next candle to wick down, buy the break of the high. I would love to see a big fall on gold, but do not, yeah, a big fall on gold would be lovely. Oh. Um, so just waiting, guys. This is the boring bit. The boring bit. I mean, we've done the hard work. We've had a winning trade, so we don't really need to do anything else now. Um, we just need that can go because we've already done it. Uh, Gold. Need a 15-minute bullish candle. So got 9 minutes. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. At Ethan, FX Prime Minister buy below the range. Can we buy? You can you can do whatever you want, guys. Just remember, what if you're gonna buy, what are the rules for buying? Okay? What is your how are you gonna manage the trade? How are you gonna exit? So whenever you think about saying, can we buy or can we sell? Just think, right, before I buy, what is my reason for buying? Other than Christ, this market just keeps going up, 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 and up. I need to buy it because that's operating on fear and greed. And fear and greed is just going to do one thing to your account, decimate it. If you want to work on a systematic approach, then you need to put in some simple step-by-step rules. If this happens, we do this. If that happens, we do this. So for example, here I said if this candle tapped these lows, I would buy the break of the high. That was it. Now I said, because that's not happened, if this candle is bullish, and then the next candle opens, moves lower, I'll buy the break of the high. And we've got 60 pips available. Okay, so create a process, follow it, be disciplined. Then once you've got some results, then you can start to say, right, now I need to do this. I'm just getting rid of some alerts that we don't need anymore. If it closes bearish, then I've got no setup. Gold, gold, NASDAQ. Hmm. Not gonna lie, guys, I reckon that's gonna be it for me today, but we'll wait. I'll just give it a bit longer and then we'll make a decision. Look at the weekly for the last 5 weeks. Yeah, I mean, it'd just be linear. I don't need to look, but you just know what it's going to look like. It looks like Apollo 13. Yeah. What am I doing? Do you want to elaborate a little bit more on that question? Is it what am I doing, or what am I trading, or what am I looking at? Right, guys, let me know where you're registering from. Where are you logging in from? UK, Africa, Europe, Asia, Oceania, America, South America. What am I explaining? Okay, so basically, right now, gold is in a little bit of a range, and we're waiting for some clues as to whether we can take a trading opportunity. So based on this time frame, there is potential if I got a close below if I got to close below here, because we've got a 35 pip range down here. However, what I want to look for now is price seems to be reacting at this last support level. So I'm very much different to a lot of traders. I need confirmation. Confirmation for me will come from if I want to be a buyer at support, I won't just buy from support because it's happened there previously. I need to see buyers come in. Yeah, my first take profit is always 10 pips. Unless, especially in something like this, unless we're in trend and it's broken out and we've got clear space, then I'll look for 15. Um, Hello, Kenya, Magics. So yeah, I'm waiting for buyers to step back in now. If I get a 15-minute bullish candle here and a wick down, I'll buy the break of the high. Because that, and this would be a range trade, not a BPC. Why? Because we've got, this would be first reference point. This would be the second reference point. Third. Fucking, I hate MetaTrader. And fourth. So I need 4 reference points in order to be looking at range trades. And then once we've got 4 points, do you recommend learning from ICT? I'm not going to comment on that. I just know what I know. Um, it would be unfair of me to say anything untoward. All I can say is I don't talk about ICT, smart money concepts. If that's what you want to know, then go to someone that's going to trade that live in front of you, and then you make up your mind as to whether that's what you want to do. I'm a price action trader. You'll see me trade live every day in front of you. I explain what I'm going to do before it happens, and then I do it. So, Marcus, all I can say is what I do. I won't comment on anyone else. Uh, it's it's not right of me to do that. So it is what it is. There's so many different ways to trade, and there's going to be good trainers of price action. There's going to be good trainers, no doubt, of ICT or smart money concepts, and there'll be bad trainers. Doesn't necessarily mean the bad trainers are going to be bad traders. They just might not be able to explain it very well. So you just you have to do and follow what makes you feel comfortable and what resonates with you. But like I say on here, I don't talk about smart money concepts or ICT, fair value gaps, order blocks, none of that. But whoever did the marketing for it, my God, they've done a good job. Why is it a touchy subject? It's not a touchy subject. I just don't think it's fair for me to comment on something I don't trade. Um, be very. I think it'd be wrong of me to say anything. So best thing is I don't. Um, I don't. I would choose good psychology over all strategies. Well, look, I mean, there's a very good analogy to that, Naf. You can give 2 people the same strategy, and one person will make money and one person won't. And the only reason that is because one can be disciplined and the other one can't. So, look, when it comes to systems, strategies, whatever, if you can't control yourself, then you're never going to make money. That's fact. Yeah, you might do for a period of time, but you'll end up handing it back. Um, and so could you please a little bit, touch a little bit on psycho subject? Um, psycho subject, psychology. Listen, if I was to do, let me see if I've got it on here. What was it called? Develop. Okay, I'm gonna bring up something for you in a minute. I'm gonna bring up a PowerPoint, and this is something. I did a long time ago, but it's a great way of showing you. One second, guys. I'm just gonna. How long have you been learning? I've been trading now since 2009, so I'm a veteran. Okay, so this is a great example. Let me just, when we talk about, okay, all right, let me know if you can see this. Ah, damn it. Uh, can you see that okay? So let me know if you can see this, guys. So, okay, so if you wanna look at, um, if you want to get involved in this little exercise I'm going to do with you, I need you to be very quick on your keyboard, okay? Need you to be very quick on your keyboard. I'm going to ask you a question and you just type the answer, okay? If you're going to do that, just type yes right now. I need you to be really quick, or you can just type Y for yes. If you're going to participate, I want to see if you're going to participate. It's going to be is a really good exercise for you. Okay. Um, okay. So I'll just go to the. Okay, so we need to be able to react based on rules and not emotions. So my question to you guys, are you an impulsive person? So if are you impulsive? Do you react based on emotion or do you sit back, take a deep breath and then think about what to do before you answer? So this exercise is going to be interesting to see how you react. Okay, so question for you. It's going to be really, really simple. I'm going to show you a square, or I'm going to show you an item, and I just want you to tell me what the color is really, really quickly. Okay? I'm going to do it a few times. Okay? So as soon as I bring up the next slide, just type in what the color is. As quickly as you see it, just type in the color. Do you understand? If you understand, hit the like button or just type yes. Okay? So I'm going to bring up an object and just tell me what the color is as quickly as you can. Yeah, as quickly as you can. Right. Three, two, one. What's the color? Quicker, guys. Come on. Okay, cool. Yeah, lovely. Okay. Next one. I'm going to bring up the next one. Three, two, one. What's the color? Try and be quicker. Okay, there's a few more of these, so don't worry. You probably think, what is the whole point of this? But you'll see. Quicker, 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 quicker. I want to see answers quicker. Okay, next one. Three, two, one. What's the color? Yeah, we're getting it now. We're getting some quicker answers. Well done, guys. Okay. Okay, nice, 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 nice. Okay, couple more. Three, two, one. What's the color? Go on, guys. You're thinking about this. Right. about half of you answered in comparison to the previous questions, right? So, is it a trick question? No. See, Raj has changed his answer. So, what's the purpose of me showing you this? Right. This is down to what we call the RAS, reticular activating system. Okay. So, over the years, our eyes have been trained and they just relay information quickly to our brain, right? So, Raj didn't think I'd have seen him change his answer, but you see, I see everything. My eyes are trained. So, what do I mean about this? Everyone in here knows that that is black. Everyone knows it's black. Okay? Yeah, I saw you, Rob. You wrote down Y for yellow. You didn't write the full, you tried to be quick, right? But because our brain also knows the word yellow is a color, we actively will instantly, depending on the way our brains are trained, will write down yellow. Now, no one is wrong or right in this instance. The the reason it's it's a bit of a trick question is because it's whatever you see is what is submitted from your subconscious and your reticular activating system back to your brain. Now, the reason I'm doing this right now is because you can look at a chart, and when you look at a chart, you might think you've seen something that you haven't. So you might look at a candle, or you might look at a candlestick pattern, or you might look at what you think is support just because you're looking at it quickly. And when you're looking at things quickly, then ultimately we can do things a little bit different. Okay? Does that make sense, guys? So that's a little bit on how our brains and our eyes can play tricks on us. There's no right and no wrong answer. No, it's not yellow. Gold trader, the answer is not yellow. It's not the color. It's a word. The word is yellow, but it's not the color. Yeah? There is only one answer. The color is black because that's the object in the middle that we were discussing. So the color is black. The word was yellow. So that's why, and it's a play on words and it's a play on the way we look at things. But this is exactly what happens to you when you focus on a chart. You can be there looking at it, staring at it, and you can think and you can swear blind you've seen what you've seen. Yeah. So just remember when you're about to place a trade, just double check. Take a breath. Obviously, for gold trader, you're different because you trade off price numbers as opposed to what you see. So for you, it'd be very, very different. But when you're trading off price action or something along those lines where you're looking at the candles, then it's really important to just double check. So that's just a nice little quick exercise that I like to do with people. What made you begin trading? Did you have alternatives? No, I used to sell cars. I was making £1,400 a month from selling cars and working 3 weekends out of every 4 in a small town called Doncaster. Um, so I started trading because I needed to do something to get the hell out. And if I'd have gone back to those times and you'd have asked me to speak in front of people, present, talk live on social media, no chance. Absolute no chance. Um, can you go back and explain what you were saying before about a trade setup? Um, which trade setup was it? Sorry, Stephen. How do you recommend balancing school and learning to trade? Great question. So, right, right now, how old are you, Marcus? Yeah, 16. Okay, so listen, I'm not a big believer in, let's say, the traditional format of the way that the world is meant to bring us up. But a good education is paramount because if you fail in any entrepreneurial idea or whatever, at least you have an education as a backup. Now, I'll make sure my daughter has an amazing education, but I want her to be a free spirit and to do and try to be her own boss and to do her own things, right? Um, but it doesn't always work for some people, and sometimes it's not the right thing for everyone. Um, make sure you focus on your education because your education will be a fallback. It'll also help you with any business ideas you want, right? So let's say you're doing, if it's math, you might be good with numbers and you might be able to then do your books and look at how to forecast and those kind of things. If you want to go down a specific route of doctoring or engineering, then again, it's something you need to focus on. But if you want to be a trader, don't give up on your school life. Just focus around times that you can trade. So if you are, whereabouts are you based, Marcus? UK, US, where about Australia? Okay. So then what you can do is Australia, so you can you're quite you're finishing school as London's opening. So you can trade the London Open and you can trade the US Open if you want. You're just gonna have to stay up till late because as you finish school, I'm guessing around what 4 p.m. Australian time, 5 p.m. is gonna be what's that? 3 a.m. Fuck, yeah, about 3 a.m. here. So you can do the 6 a.m. You can do London Open and you can do US Open. So 6 a.m. here is going to be it's going to be 4 p.m. Yeah, 6 a.m. here is going to be 4 p.m. in Australia. So yeah, you can do day trade UK and US Open. So you're going to be fine and not sacrifice schooling. And just do it for an hour or two. Like literally, I'm done in 15 minutes. I won't be looking at the charts again. One trade and I'm done. Um, sorry, Stephen. Yeah, I think we were looking at so here. Um, this one, I'll buy the higher this candle. So it's basically done what we wanted here. So stops 36.86. Yeah, I'm just on live stream. Let me see what the high is. 89.41. 89.41. So let's change that to 7. Just give it a bit of wiggle room. First spread. Let's get some partial TPs in. Why has that not worked? I'm just going to delete that because I don't. There we go. Let's get next one in. Right. Why do you modify the stop manually as opposed in what sense? Uh, just right now, because on my open calc, I need to change the settings, and every time I've been placing it through magic keys, I've just been having a few issues. I think it was you which was saying something. What was it called? The global variables. ever since then, something's not been right. So I'm just placing it, at least when it's going to auto break even, it's been working now. Asian markets between 1 and 3 a.m. UK time is a nice time for you can drag the entry and pull it. No, not you can't once if it's a pending order, you can drag the stop once the order's in, but you can't drag the stop until the entry's in, if that makes sense. So now I can drag the stop. But like if I was to drag this now, I can't move a target. Once it's live, and if I was to just click on this and drag it up, I can put the extended target up at 36.96. Um, so we've got the open in 14 minutes. NYSE open. So I'm happy to run this one above these highs. I've got a pending order yet. It's a buy stop. Now my preference is we take the low of this candle. If we take the low of this candle, then I'm happy to leave it in. Do you feel the price is always manipulated? No, I think that's just an excuse that people say if they keep getting stopped out. No one knows. Yeah, I mean, look, so one thing, Marcus, aiming for education transferable from uni to firm jobs, math, engineering, etc. Look, I mean, I think if I was at uni now, I mean, I didn't do a good job in the first place when I did go to uni. I never came out with anything other than a degree in how to go out and party and drink hard. Um, I would say that if I was to get my time again, which obviously that's never going to happen, um, and the world was in its current state that we are, I'd be looking down sort of like the quantum physics, the AI side, coding. That's where I'd be kind of looking if I was as a fallback. I mean, I've always worked for myself in some shape or form since uni. Um, even when I was selling cars, it was on a contract basis, so I didn't want to be stipulated into. So I was basically in control of the revenue that I could potentially earn, which is why I worked all the time. Um, but yeah, I think that's what I would do. But ultimately, I am trading now 3 years. Now I am on break even station since 1 year. Do you have any tips to overcome the break even station? Because I'm thinking on to quit trading. So, have you ever heard the analogy of those that were in a gold mine and were searching for gold? They get to within 1 meter of gold, they sell the mine for a fraction of what they paid for it. The next people come in, they dig for 2 days and they hit the gold, right? I would, if I've spent 3 years getting to break even, there's absolutely no way I'm stopping. You've done the hard bit. You've done the hard bit. You may have not just found the right system, the right mentor, the right community. Um, you you've done the hard bit. You've put in the hours. You've put in the why quit? That means the 3 years of hard labor, graft, you've gone from losing money to break even. You are this close to making it work. But that's a choice that you have to make. I'm not here to tell you what to do and how to do it. I'm just like, you've done the hard bit. You've done the hard bit. You've got your stripes. You've got the education. You've got the time. You're kind of like a pilot that's done his 10,000 hours and about to get a license, gone, do you know what? I've had enough now. Now, if you've lost your passion for it and you've lost the motivation to do it, then that's a different thing. All right, let's get ready. So again, same rules apply. If I see a blue 70, ooh, I just need to adjust. There we go. So I just got slipped a little bit there. As you saw, I just had to change my partial TP, and I'll do this one as well because you'll see it go up a little bit. There you go. That's just because it got slipped about a pip and a bit. So blue 17, we move it to break even. Oh, that was unfortunate. Just move that down a bit. There we go. Yeah, I don't understand why my auto break even doesn't work anymore. I click it, it's not working. So blue 70. I don't know if I missed it while I was trying to look at auto break even. I'll come to the questions in a minute. I can see them coming up, but I can't read while I'm watching the screen. Now I saw 69, but I didn't see 70. It's got close. There you go. So that's break even now, guys. And there you go. That's TP1 done. 10 pips banked. You can say thank you afterwards. Right, we're at 20 pips up now. If you want to secure 20 pips, you can do. I'm just going to see it. I'm going to be a little bit greedy, see if we get to 25. Oh, it's close. It would have hit 25 if we hadn't got slipped, but I don't mind. Let me know if you got T2, guys. I'm not going to do anything with the stop yet. We're at break even, but I'm not going to do anything with it yet. We've got 5 minutes yet to the open. And there we go, 25 pips secured. All right, let's update the text. So that one's done. 17. Another two wins today, guys. Now, I am telling you what I'm doing before I do it, and I wait exactly until the market gets there, right, guys? I'm not, I told you everything that I'm doing in advance. It's not like I've just gone, oh, I'll make up my mind right now. I've told you exactly what we're doing, why we're doing it before it's happened. And then when it happens, I've taken the decision. So, guys, if you've enjoyed today's session so far and you've made some pips, let me know. Now you believe me. Listen, I'm not here to convince people, right? I'm not here to convince people. I'm here to show you how to use a simple process. Okay? And if you want to learn how to do this process consistently, then the best thing you can do is, yeah, you can join the live stream each day, but the best thing is you can join the membership. Now, if the membership is out of your financial budget for whatever reason, then just come here. Yeah, that's it. I don't charge for this, so this is free. Thanks, Vic. Appreciate it. 25 pips for Lola. Well done, darling. I'm just going to put a. What are you barking at, Spence? My partial TP is having a bit of a meltdown at the minute. What's going on? Don't know what's going on with Magic Keys at the minute. It's having a few issues. There we go. Right, 50 pip, third take profit. So whatever happens, happens now. Do you watch Raja Banks and other impulse entries and your Magic Keys? I know Raja. Yeah, Raja's a good guy. There's not many out there, but yeah, he's very good. And I've seen him from when he wasn't doing much, basically, when he had very little following. Great guy. MGBFXUG. That's a hell of a name. Thank you for the follow. Peanut, welcome, bud. My trading wouldn't be possible really now without something like Magic Keys or Trade Assistant or Dane's Trades. So 2 more minutes for the open. Most of my members use Trade Assistant. Some use Magic Keys and some use Dane's Trades. So they're all the same back end, but they just have different interfaces. So we're getting there. Right, 20 seconds. So what I'm going to do, guys, because the open is in 20 seconds, I'm just going to close half it just before the open. Right now. There, I've just closed another half, so I'm going to get rid of that. So I just did. Why is it not? There we go. 45 pips. I just took some off. Right. Okay. If it goes straight up, I'm going to bring my stop underneath this candle. No. Okay. Right. I'm just going to wait. As soon as it breaks its own high, I'm going to put my stop underneath the low of this candle. So we're just having a little pullback now. If we break the highs, I'm going to leave my stop where it is. Now look, this stop is I'm still holding it, so it doesn't get stopped out. Okay, so my stop right now is still at break even until I let go of my cursor. As soon as it breaks the highs, I'll let go and my stop will be in place here. And come on, push. Okay, so there we go. It's in place now. So we've locked in 26 pips there. Holla holla, thanks for the follow. I'm just going to stay on while this trade's still running, and then I'm going to do one, guys. Oh, one trade yesterday, one win. Um, two today. So just hit 3% for the month. Awesome, Vic. Anna, did you get both trades, darling? If you did, Anna, please close your screen now. No more trades today. Okay, Anna, no more trades. Thanks, Naf. Glad you enjoyed it. So, yeah, that's a good. Glad you enjoyed it. No, just the second one. Okay, second one's perfect. I'd rather you have just the second one than the first one. Right, so I am about to get kicked out on the second one, but don't care. Right, so if you're going to be contemplating joining me tomorrow at 1 o'clock tomorrow, just let me know. If it's a yes, okay, we're out. We're done. Yeah, you're going to come back tomorrow at 1 o'clock? Half a loaf is better than none. Love it. Right, guys, just remember if you want to contact me, you can do that by 07356 237 138. That's UK WhatsApp. So you'd have to put +44 as 07356 237 138. Okay, guys. Um, any questions? Send them in now, and I'll try and answer them quickly. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for the follow. What? Oh, I can't even say it. Was it Josie? Hopefully that was somewhere close. Okay. All right. In that case, guys, take care. Have Vic. Cheers, Mark. Think I'm gonna go use the gym at this truck stop. Oh, now that's a good choice, Vic. That's a good choice. Sell or buy? Nothing. We've banked. Stop loss will be dependent on the candle. So I'm out. There's no trade. Thanks, Rajo. See you tomorrow, guys. Take care. Bye, guys. Bye, 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 bye.